Hi, ELF volunteers. This is Finding Your Way Center 1. You will get your bin, and by the way, on the outside it asks you to please put everything back in the envelopes. I'll walk through that with you really quickly. Throw away any trash and organize everything for the next class, because this will go on to the next group who needs it. And if there's anything missing, Carly's number is here, or else you can email us at mitchellelf@gmail.com. Center 1 will have this information in here about its mental maps and sneak a peek. And there are 3 different activities you can do depending on the time you have and the kids' interests. So you can kind of figure out what you think is best. First, you're going to be talking about mental maps, and it goes through, you're going to ask the students to close their eyes. Imagine they're standing in the doorway of their kitchen or somewhere else in their house, like their bedroom, and ask them to point out different things. The kitchen's probably easiest because you can ask them about their refrigerator, their sink, their stove, their oven, that kind of stuff. And then it goes through, if time permits, there is in here, it's paper for mental maps, and you can have them each draw their mental map with pictures of where everything is. For example, in their kitchen, or you could have them do their bedroom or their house, whatever you think they would want to do. There are colored pencils in here for them to draw, and other pencils to use. And then these are the paper, it's just blank paper. It's divided per classroom, so there should be enough paper in each of these for you all to use. So you just pull one out and use it for your class. The next activity in Center 1 is called Sneak a Peek. And so with this, you're going to use egg cartons, and there are 4 in here. You use one that's yours, and you should probably set it up beforehand while you're getting ready, or you can do it when the kids are there. And then in here is a bag with 4 different sets of items, and there's an extra bag. So set the extra bag aside, and then just pick one, set one, and then you'll see there are different objects. There's enough to put in one spot in each of the egg cartons, or egg carton holders for eggs, and you will stick an object in each one, and then show it to the kids, have them look at it, have them pay attention to it, and then you're going to close it. And then, as part of the game, you're going to distribute the 3 other egg cartons. You'll probably have groups of 4 to 6 kids, so you can divide them up in groups of maybe 2, or with the younger kids, if you think they all need to do it together, they can do it together. Give them their own egg carton, and then give them another set. Each set has the exact same stuff in it, and then have them try and, based on them looking at what was in your egg carton, have them try and put it together. So it's a memory game, a mental map game. So, and we just ask when you're done, put it all back nicely like this. Take everything that you use from each set and put it all back into different sets. So we have 4 full sets of each thing. Thank you. And then the last activity, if you have time, you'll only have about 15 to 20 minutes, depending on what your class coordinator thinks for each group, and you'll go through each group of kids. So you may run out of time. You might want to figure out what do you think is more fun. Probably the sneak a peek is going to be really fun. And then this is another activity, just depending on the group and the age of kids. You might get through all 3 of them, you may not. But these are migration maps, and they are maps showing where animals migrate from, where they go. And so this activity would be, and there are 2 different types of maps, and you have 2 of each. This activity is you set these down on the floor or on a table. If you're using a table, you set them down, and then you can use what's in the extras baggie, and you put a couple different things on there, and then you use a piece of paper. There are 2 in there to cover the migration maps. You cover the maps, and then you give them the blank one, and then have them try and recreate it. So it's similar to the egg carton Sneak a Peek, but it's just another one with migration, and you can talk about the migration, how it kind of shows different migration areas of animals, and their mental maps and how they figure out where to go. So if you have any questions, feel free to let Carly or I know, or ask your class coordinator, and your class coordinator will get in touch with us. And then we just ask at the end, you put everything back. There's additional, in this bin, there are additional information for you guys to go through with the kids and kind of tell them a little bit more about migration and the migration maps. So that's for you, and we just ask that you put everything back together, and that is Center 1. Thanks.